In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on April 21, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Toronto Blue Jays vs. San Diego Padres. The Toronto Blue Jays are set to face off against the San Diego Padres on Saturday afternoon, marking the final game of a 3-game interleague series. The Blue Jays secured a 5-2 victory on the road in the previous matchup, aiming to complete the series sweep. The ability to hit with runners in scoring position could prove crucial in determining the outcome of this contest. Currently, the Blue Jays rank tied for 26th in Major League Baseball with a .629 team OPS, placing them alongside the Boston Red Sox in this statistical measure. Conversely, the Padres stand out at 12th in the league with a .784 team OPS thus far. Notably, Joe Musgrove has demonstrated markedly stronger pitching performances at home, boasting a 1.5 earned run average in his lone home start. On the other hand, Chris Bassitt has struggled on the road, sporting a 7.71 earned run average across 2 away games. The disparity extends to the bullpens as well, with the Padres ranking 17th in the majors with a 4.03 reliever earned run average compared to the Blue Jays' 24th place standing with a 5.19 bullpen earned run average. While the Blue Jays have fared well on the road in this series, the Padres are unlikely to succumb to a sweep, making the San Diego Padres moneyline full game side pick. Joe Musgrove has encountered difficulties on the mound this season, evidenced by his 6.29 earned run average and 1.77 WHIP. Notably, he has allowed opponents to bat .337 against him and has hit 5 batters in his first 5 starts. Similarly, Chris Bassitt has struggled with control, registering a 1.57 WHIP alongside 11 walks compared to 22 strikeouts over his initial 4 starts. Both teams have exhibited proficiency in stealing bases throughout the season, with the Blue Jays tied for 14th in the majors with 14 stolen bases, and the Padres tied for 11th with 15 steals. Chris Bassitt has conceded at least 4 runs in each of his 2 road starts this season, while Joe Musgrove has allowed only one team to score fewer than 3 runs against him in 2024. Considering the performance of these starting pitchers alone, it's reasonable to anticipate that the over will be reached. Furthermore, the Toronto bullpen ranks 23rd in earned run average, 29th in FIP, and 29th in WR offensively. The Blue Jays have scored 4 or 5 runs in 8 of their last 10 games. While San Diego's bullpen has shown a solid start, it remains vulnerable to hits. Consequently, we expect more than 8 runs to be scored in this matchup, making over the projected total our full game total pick. New York Mets vs. Los Angeles Dodgers. The Los Angeles Dodgers, currently standing at 12-11, are set to face off against the 12-8 New York Mets in the last game of a 3-game series on Sunday. The Mets, riding a hot streak, have clinched victories in the first 2 games and are eyeing a second consecutive series sweep. Meanwhile, the Dodgers have struggled recently, losing 7 out of their last 9 matchups. The Dodgers are heavily favored in the upcoming 3rd game. This is primarily due to the presence of Glasnow as their starting pitcher and the undeniable talent of the Dodgers, making them unlikely to continue their recent string of losses. Despite this, the Mets appear to be the stronger choice on the run line. Glasnow has not won by a margin of 2 or more runs in his last 3 starts, showing a lack of dominance against opposing lineups, and is coming off a challenging outing where he conceded 6 earned runs to the Nationals. Meanwhile, the Mets offense is gaining momentum, with players like Mart and Alonso rediscovering their power-hitting form. The Mets have consistently taken early leads in both previous games of the series, maintaining an advantage even when the Dodgers draw level. This highlights the Mets' recent form, showcasing clutch hitting abilities and a high ranking in batting with runners in scoring position. On the other hand, the Dodgers have struggled in this department, leaving an average of 4.14 runners in scoring position per game. Additionally, Additionally, the Mets excel in scoring runs from the 7th inning onwards, making them a formidable force in late-game situations. While Tyler Glasnow has been a standout pitcher this season, the Mets have clearly outperformed the Dodgers throughout this series. Even top pitchers like Glasnow can face challenges, as seen in his recent struggles. Despite being heavily favored at home, the Dodgers have not met expectations and rank as one of the least profitable teams in the MLB due to their inconsistent performances as favorites. So the New York Mets to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. In the upcoming game, Glasnow will take the mound for the Dodgers, despite his earned run average remaining above 3.5 and a recent outing where he allowed 6 earned runs. On the other side, Adrian Houser will start for the Mets with a higher earned run average of 4.7 and a concerning walk-to-strikeout ratio. The Mets have been on a winning streak, winning 6 consecutive games, and have consistently surpassed the total score in 4 of their last 5 outings. The Dodgers boast impressive offensive stats, ranking 4th in batting average, 3rd in home runs and RBIs, making them a formidable challenge for any opponent. Both teams' bullpens have been heavily used in this series, a factor that could benefit the Mets, who excel at scoring late in games. Despite recent close calls, the Dodgers' potent lineup is likely to break through soon. Glasnow's struggles in his last game could be exploited by the Mets, who have been effective at avoiding strikeouts. Despite the teams averaging over 10 runs per game combined, the bookmakers are cautious, setting a low over-under line at 9 runs. With the first 2 games of the series surpassing the total score, there is a strong indication that the trend will continue. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Texas Rangers vs. Atlanta Braves. The Texas Rangers enter the 2024 season riding high after achieving their first ever World Series appearance in franchise history. Despite a slow start, the rest of their division hasn't exactly taken off, presenting them with an opportunity to find their stride as the season progresses. This Sunday, they face off against the Atlanta Braves, a team that has begun the year with strong momentum. The Braves, widely considered one of baseball's most talented squads, have a deep roster and are determined to bounce back from 2 consecutive disappointing playoff seasons. Michael Lorenzen's encounters with the Braves last season did not go well. In 3 regular season outings, he gave up 17 hits, issued 7 walks, allowed 5 home runs, and conceded 14 runs over 11.1 innings. The Braves, boasting league-leading statistics in batting average, on-base percentage, slugging percentage, and total runs scored, continue to pose a formidable offensive threat this year. It's likely we'll witness another offensive onslaught from Atlanta, which could make life easier for Darius Vines and the Braves' relief pitchers. Speaking of bullpens, Texas ranks in the bottom 10 for both fielding independent pitching and earned run average, indicating challenges they face on the pitching front. While the Rangers hope for improvement on the mound, they have yet to achieve consistency in that area, especially against a Braves team that has a slight edge with a 6-4 record in their recent head-to-head matchups. Additionally, Atlanta has dominated their recent meetings with Texas, winning 4 out of the last 5 games with an average of 7 runs scored per game. Given their superior lineup and rotation, it's likely we'll see another impressive performance from the Braves. Hence, the Atlanta Braves money line is our full game side pick. These 2 teams represent some of Major League Baseball's top offensive powerhouses. The Braves lead the league in runs per game, while the Rangers are tied for 8th place. Both teams are consistently scoring more than 5 runs per game this season, aligning with their offensive production from the previous year. In terms of pitching, neither starter on Sunday's game commands a particularly intimidating presence. Lorenzen struggled immensely against Atlanta last season with a bloated earned run average of 11.12, while Darius Vines has only pitched 25 career innings, indicating potential vulnerability for the Rangers to exploit. Neither bullpen is outstanding, especially considering the wear and tear from the series thus far. Statistically, it's no surprise that the over-under total has trended towards the over in recent head-to-head matchups, with 6 out of the last 10 games resulting in 10 or more runs. Both teams possess potent offenses, ranking 1st and 8th in baseball, respectively. The trends continue beyond their matchups, with the over hitting in 6 of the Rangers' last 10 games, during which they allowed an average of 5.5 runs per game. For the Braves, the over has hit in 5 of their last 10 games, with just under 6 runs scored per game during that span. Expect another high-scoring affair, making over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.